Hello guys, welcome to my first Q&A video. I'm just gonna answer some questions while I'm getting ready for my day that I have ahead of me, which is basically just work. I have to go to work. These questions that I have not seen them at all. I asked some of my personal friends to ask them some questions. Maybe they'll help you guys get to know me more. I didn't want my very first YouTube video to be a Q&A because I just felt like community, I won't say fan base because I'll say community. When you don't have a community yet, it's kind of like, okay, like who's getting to know me? Like, I don't know. I just wanted to show my personality a little more before I want people to get to know me better. So I feel like when there's a surface level vibe, it's always better. I don't know. That's just how I think. When people start their YouTube channels and they're like, Q&A, get to know me, it's like, well, you're answering these questions, but I kind of still don't know who you are. You know? If that makes sense. I don't know if it made sense. Whatever. Let's get into the first question. I really hope these questions aren't like goofy because my friends are goofy. Please don't sabotage me. Please don't. Please don't. Okay, this is not a bad question. This is actually a really good question. Why did you start your YouTube channel? This is a really good question, and I don't want to make it such a long answer because it's actually very important to me. You know, it's very meaningful to me. Like, it actually means something, which I'm sure it does for a lot of people on this platform. But the reason I started my YouTube channel, gosh, I can't speak. Let's take it back. I feel like ever since I was a little girl, when I first got like my first, I want to say mobile device, or just my first device, or like even if it was just like a tablet that I couldn't call people on, but I could like still record and like make cute edits and stuff like that. I was maybe, I want to say 9 years old. I would just always just put the camera in front of me and record myself. I had a thing for recording myself and like doing creative things, whether it was singing, dancing, or just showing my personality, just recording like, hey guys, like pretending that I'm talking to people. And I feel like as I got older, I kind of lost it a little bit. And then getting back into it and like posting small things on my Instagram, which if you don't know what my Instagram is, right here, go ahead and follow that for me. Thank you. I posted small things on my Instagram. I posted like poetry because I do write poems. I was posting like little skits too before I got into the poems, and I called them spoken word Saturdays, which I kind of stopped doing. I want to get back into it. I just haven't found the time because I've been like so addicted to vlogging and making other kinds of videos because I always like to expand my horizons. And I'm like, I'm making all these skits and everything, and you know, people love them. And mind you, I only have like 300 followers on Instagram. People loved them, and I was like, bro, like why don't I just post these on YouTube? So I started posting them on YouTube. Here I am now. If you want me to go a little deeper, when I was younger, I always felt like I wanted to just be more than like somebody who goes to work, comes back home, goes to work, comes back home. You know, I always feel like I am more of something, and I need to show myself to the world. I need to show myself to some, you know, like growing up and knowing more of my self-worth, loving myself more. I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, I'm actually a cool person. and you know, I've always, ever since I was in middle school, I want to say, I've always been somebody who was trying to inspire people, and then realizing, oh, like this is a part of my purpose, to influence others, to inspire others, to make other people feel good about themselves mentally and emotionally. I was like, how can I spin this and turn this into my own thing? And then also growing up, my family always told me, like, you have a really huge personality, and I've always got bad backlash from having a big personality, and also good too, just always be around the right people. But I'm like, okay, if I have this big personality, how can I use this to my advantage? How can I impact others with that? And I want to use this platform to build a community, and yeah. I've always had this dream reality, reality that I want to live, that I am living in right now, even by just posting this video. Every single video I post, I'm getting closer and closer to my dreams. We're gonna cut it short before I get emotional. Next question. Do you have pets? And if you have none, what pet do you want eventually? I used to have pets. I had a cat. I grew up with a cat. Her name was Midnight. If I could find a picture, I'll insert her right here. But sadly, Midnight is no longer with us. She was really old, guys. She lived a very long life. I've known her ever since I was tiny. Like, we found her, well, my brother specifically, we found her in a box in the woods, and then he brought it home and it was a cat inside. Was it in the woods? I think it was somewhere. I'd have to ask my brother again where he found Midnight, but yeah. And then we just kind of took her in, and that was that. And then also my grandmother, she had a dog before she passed away, and then after she passed away, my mom ended up taking in her dog. So yeah, I had a dog and a cat growing up, and I miss both of them dearly. I do actually want pets. I do want pets, but I want them when I move out. When I move out of this house, that's when I want them. I want 2 cats. I'm a cat lady. I'm a crazy cat lady. I love cats. I just connect with cats. And if you don't like cats, like, oh my gosh, if you don't like cats, you're honestly weird. I don't know, because if your cat is attacking you and doing all of that, you must have an evil spirit or something, because I don't know, the cats I encounter are loving, unless they're like a stray or something. I don't know. Don't be weird. Like, cats are cool. Like, don't be weird. I already have the names that I want to name my cats already. It is actually Kyoto and Mochi. If you want to steal them, go ahead. I don't care. I can't wait to eventually... Okay. I can't wait to eventually have my own space, and I can soak up all that happiness of just having my own pets. The next question is, what are your go-to hair products? If you want me to be very honest with you, I don't really touch my hair. That's why it grows, and that's my advice to all the black queens out there. Well, not everybody's hair works the same, but I say specifically for black hair, try not to touch your hair. Put it in protective styles. Protect it as much as possible so it can flourish. But when it is time for wash day, I use Cream of Nature. It works very well for me. Their shampoo has very good slip, so it doesn't dry out your hair too much. It's really good for you. I just recently got this Camille Rose butter twisting stuff. That stuff is really good, and it smells so good. I'm gonna show you. It's almond twisting butter, so get that. Oh girl. Okay, what is your type in a significant other? This is gonna be a long video. Most importantly, the basic stuff first, and then I'll get into the other stuff. Somebody who's going to respect me, somebody who I feel safe around, somebody who's trustworthy, somebody who's not insecure, somebody who is, I would say, emotionally mature, somebody who knows how to control their emotions, somebody who's gentle, somebody who has manners, somebody who has morals, somebody who has boundaries. Because if a person doesn't have boundaries for themselves, they're not gonna respect your boundaries. I don't like very angry people, like angry, loud people. I like very calm people, you know? Even people who handle their anger in a very calm way. Like, it's okay to walk away and take a deep breath, you know? Somebody who is I like somebody who's very spiritual, somebody tapped into their spirituality and their inner self, tapped into their soul, somebody who knows themselves, you know, at least at a certain point. You know, when you get to know yourself, you're always, it's a cycle. You're always gonna get to know yourself more and more as life goes on. You're never just one person. People change, you know? So somebody who knows themselves, like, more on a surface level, but is always trying to learn more things, and, you know, somebody who wants to gain more knowledge about themselves, you know, try new things, somebody who is outgoing, you know. I want a very soft soft person, but also somebody assertive and knows what they want, you know? The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on, you know? And also somebody that I am attracted to. People say that's not important. It is important, okay? Stop lying. You have to be attracted. You have to be attracted to your person in some kind of way. In some kind of way you have to be, you know? I'm not saying it has to be physical attraction, but you have to be like they have to like, it has to be like a click, like, ooh, like I like their demeanor, or I like how they carry themselves. Like that could be attractive. It doesn't only have to be physical. But for me personally, I need that. I need a certain kind of physical attraction. I'm gonna keep it so real with you, and I don't care. I've given so many people chances, and they honestly weren't that attractive. They weren't, but I liked other things about them, and then they did me so dirty. They did me so dirty, and then at the end I was like, bruh, you did me dirty and you look like that? There's no way. But that's also because it was a switch. Like, I don't like people who switch up their personality after you get to know. Like, don't take advantage of me. Like, literally, what is wrong with you? It's hard out here. It really is hard out here to find somebody who just, you don't have to check all the boxes, because, you know, life is all about having the human experience and learning things. Nobody's going to ever be perfect. Check the common boxes, like everybody deserves respect, everybody deserves boundaries, you know, like it's like, you know, and sometimes in this generation it's just not like that. What is wrong with you guys? Like, you guys don't have common morals. Like, it's okay. I will find my person. I will find my person. Whoever's aligned with me will be aligned with me, and whoever is not won't. What is your favorite dish? My favorite kind of cuisine is Asian cuisine. I love Asian food. Asian food is my comfort food. That's my favorite cuisine, but I don't mind eating like other things. Like, I'm not the kind of person to have a favorite something, because I can adapt to things. Also, whenever I watch like an Asian like soap opera, or even if it's just anime, there's always a family, and everybody's eating together at a table, and it's like all of these plates of foods, and then they have like the chopsticks, and they're like taking, and they're like I watch a lot of Korean dramas, so they take the food and they like, hey, have some more. Like, they'll put food like maybe on a family member's plate or something. So whenever I'm eating Asian cuisine, it reminds me of like those films. I want to say maybe family comes together and they eat at a table properly, and I don't have that at home. I make my own food, cook for myself, come to my room, and that's it. There's no like togetherness. Whenever I am eating the food, I just kind of envision and manifest it for myself in the far future, like that togetherness that I've always like craved. And that's why it's my favorite cuisine, I guess, emotionally. But taste wise, it's so good. I love ramen, I love tteokbokki, I love like japchae, something like that. I don't know. That's just my taste, that's just my style. The next question is, what is my opinion on schooling? If you want to go, go. If you don't want to go and there's a better route for you, don't go. I'm in college right now. I've only been going for 2 years. I still have a year left. And it's taking longer than it needs to for personal reasons. Second year in, I've like been thinking, like ever since I've been doing YouTube and everything, I'm like, I really wish I could have took a couple months off before I just went straight from high school to college, because there's no break. There's literally no break. And then sometimes academics can lower your self-esteem. Like, oh my gosh, it's too much. I am taking the semester off right now, so I really need that, and that's why I've been so consistent with my YouTube and on my other platforms. If you feel like you don't want to go to school, don't go to school. If you feel like you want to do something that is just fulfilling your passion, and you're so passionate about it, you just really want to do it, you do that, okay? Don't let your mother, your father, your siblings, your friends make you feel like you're not capable of doing it, because you are more than capable. Who's gonna tell you that you can't do it? The only person that could truly tell you that you cannot do it and have an effect on what you do and what you do not do is yourself. So if you're gonna let people tell you that you can't do what you want to do, then that's nobody's fault but yours, because words are just words, but your actions are more important than what anybody else is saying to you. I will say though, while you are feeding your passions, you do need income. Always remember that you need to also take care of yourself, you know? So make sure that you got, you know, because honestly, it's sad, but investing in yourself costs money, you know? So, yeah. And you're finding a work-life balance. This is another question. This question has more to do with like fashion. It says dresses or skirts. I like both, but lately I've been more into like long skirts. I'll put like some pictures here to show you what I'm talking about. I'm not really into like the short cheeky dresses. That's just like not my style, but you know, for the girls who eat it up, yeah, that's just my preference. That was such a random question, but you know, I guess it's out of my control. And then I wanted a jewelry haul. Okay, I've been buying a lot of jewelry actually lately. I have like these really cute arm cuffs. They're so cute. I'm gonna show you. I just bought them. I don't know if you guys want a video on that, but I'm like redoing my whole closet. Like I'm giving away clothes and buying new clothes that fit my taste better. This is very cute. And there's another one. It's so cute. Yes, it's really cute. What I'm in love with right now, I would have to say this watch that I got. It's so cute. I've been in love with like gold jewelry or like gold chunky rings and gold chunky earrings. I'm gonna show you these rings. This is so cute. I love it, I love it, I love it. I recently got these earrings and they're like bows, or like, they're not bows, they're ribbons. They're like ribbons, but they're earrings. They're so cute, and I can't wait to put them with all the new clothes that I got. I'm still buying clothes. Watch my future pictures. They're gonna look so good. I can't wait to just evolve all together in the best way possible. Like my fashion definitely needs some hard work put on it. I'm a very versatile person. I like everything. I can make everything work. It doesn't matter what it is, I'll make it work. What is my favorite hairstyle? I really like wearing my hair out natural. I feel my most powerful when my hair is out and big and curly. I just feel like that's when I'm expressing myself the most, because it's my true self. Like I'm not slapping a wig on, I'm not, you know, adding braids or extensions in any kind of way. It's just me and who I am. And also I love that whenever I do wear my afro or my curly hair or anything that's natural, I attract people who like me for myself and who I am. They don't just like, you know, who they want me to be. This is more like in my community. I feel like people have like this obsession about hair, which is like so stupid. Like if you look good, you look good, period. That's why I like having my hair out natural, because you know, what you're seeing is what you're gonna get. Yeah, but I also like doing extensions or, you know, whatever, just like how anybody else does. So, you know, and it doesn't make me change the way I love myself, the way I treat myself, the way I treat others, nothing. So wear that hairstyle that you want to wear and look good doing it. This is a really like tough question. It says, where do you want to be in 10 years, or where do you see yourself? I'm not the kind of person to think that far deep into my future, because it can cause a lot of stress and I don't like being stressed out. But on the surface, successful, persistent, consistent, disciplined, a great person all around, my best self all around, treating others with kindness, happy environment. That's all I can give right now, but I've always put into the universe and put into existence that me 10 years from now is going to be absolutely amazing, absolutely great, and she's gonna watch back on this video and say, I got exactly what I wanted. This question is a little heartbreaking. Have you ever played a sport? Oh, I've played a sport. I've never been good at it. I've always wanted to be good at basketball, but I could never, ever get it right. I feel like I look so silly doing it. One time back in high school, I actually was in a pep rally and I couldn't even do a layup. Oh my gosh. And the layup is literally you being right next to the hoop and then kind of just like boop, and it goes right into the hoop. I couldn't even do that. And it was in front of everybody. It was in front of everybody, in front of all the grades. And they tried to bully me for it after that. And I was like, hey, I'm not afraid to say that I can't play basketball. I'm not afraid to say that. So it is what it is. I did dance. I do dance. Well, I don't really dance as much as I used to. I just really been on my YouTube video editor kind of thing lately, tapping into a new hobby, something else that I love. But I danced a lot. I used to cheerlead as well. I don't know if that's a sport, but it should be a sport because it requires a lot of effort. I danced a lot. I love dancing. I have dancing videos on my Instagram, but they're in my archives. I will be dancing again soon, okay? I will be dancing again. I love dancing. I love music. I love dancing. I love art. Anything that pertains to that, I got it. A1, you know, but whenever it comes to sports or anything physical, no, unless it's dancing, no. I just, football, I can't do it. I do want to learn how to play basketball better, so I guess that's a goal. I have basketball shorts in my dresser that I have not put on in years, so. Ooh, what do you look to gain from YouTube? I want to attract people that I can relate to, other people that are just amazing. Like, I love meeting new people. I love meeting amazing people. First of all, I'm doing this because I love it, but also to get my own space. Another thing that I'm really gaining from this experience is patience. I feel like I'm only like 7-8 months into YouTube, and I've had my very highs and I've had my very lows. Teaching me how to be patient and knowing that when the time is right, the time is right. A huge platform and community where I can spread love and meet new people and just, like I said, live that dream reality I've always wanted to, and then also have my own space. I love my room, I really do. I'm very grateful for what I have. There's a lot of people that wish they had what I have, even though I'm wishing for, you know, more. Being able to come home to my own peaceful, loving energy and being able to soak it all up. I can't wait for the day because it's coming. It's coming. Every single day I get closer to what I want. Always move through your beliefs and what you love, and that's exactly what I'm doing, and that's what I plan on doing, and that's the energy that I want to sprinkle onto everybody else. Would you rather lose a toe or a finger? What are we talking about? What? But if I had to choose a toe, you could take the pinky. Just putting it out there, I don't want any of my toes taken away from me, but I'd rather a toe than a hand. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna really look at my feet. If my toes are done and they look nice and they look fresh, who's really gonna notice that I have a missing toe? Toes still gonna look fresh, toes still gonna look clean. What are we even talking about? Like, I need all of my ligaments. Like, what? We are now in October, so I think they asked these questions because of Halloween. Hayride or cornfield? Hayride. Cornfields like actually terrify me. I'm a gamer girl. If you ever played Outlast, I think it was Outlast 2, and you have to like run away from people while you're in a cornfield, it's the most terrifying thing ever. Give me the hayride. I'm not doing no cornfield. Cornfield? You can't even see anything, especially if it's dark. That's terrifying. You know what a cornfield reminds me of? You know when you go to those amusement parks and like there's those mirror rooms and you're like a maze mirror room? That's terrifying to me, and maybe I'll go in there and take some pictures, but I just, you know, that's actually scary because if you turn around and you think it's your reflection, it's not. Woo! That's scary. Next question. What candy flavor would you make? Are you saying like if I was a candy flavor, what candy flavor would I be? Mango. Duh! Sunset watching or stargazing? Both. A good night when all the stars are out and the moon is out and you're just laying there and chef's kiss. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. These questions are so random. Like, what is happening? Attack on Titan or Batman? People are silly, goofy. Oh my gosh. Attack on Titan. I've never been like a Batman person. I was only a Batman person when Robert Pattinson played as Batman. Yes, ma'am. This is a good question. My advice to girls and boys in a toxic relationship. Y'all are making this harder than it needs to be. It's not that hard. Leave. Leave. If you feel like you can't leave, you need to look inward. At that point, if you feel like you can't leave, it's no longer their fault. I'm telling you right now. I can make a whole video on this if you want me to. Put a mango in the comments if you want me to make a whole video on this, how to leave a toxic relationship. It's really just an easy answer. Leave, block them, don't talk to them, don't ever speak to them. Nobody likes being in soul ties with somebody who is a trauma bond, or like just nothing, like any kind of toxic situation. Leave. You're more worthy than that. Love yourself. Look in the mirror and say, I am beautiful, I'm handsome, I am gorgeous, I am pretty, I am attractive, and just say, I don't deserve this, and make your way out right now, because you don't want to be one of those people who waste years and years and years of their life on somebody who doesn't really care about them and is taking advantage of them. And yeah, no, you deserve a gentle love, you deserve a kind love, you deserve a true love, okay? You don't deserve any half-ass love, okay? Excuse my language, but I said what I said. And yeah, then after that, go to therapy. If it's that big of a deal, go to therapy, do some shadow work, and figure out, why couldn't I leave this toxic situation? You know, because everything that you do externally is because of the things that you go through or the things that you feel internally, okay? Always keep that in mind. Mwah, love you. This is a really good question too, and it makes me excited just even thinking about it. It says, what is my dream vacation? I really want to go to Korea. I really want to go to Korea. I want to go to Seoul, Korea, okay? I do. I want to take all the girls, and okay. A goal of mine this year was to learn how to speak Korean, learn how to write. Is it Hangul? Yes. I've wanted to learn how to speak Korean for the longest, and that was one of my goals for this year, but it didn't fall through. You know, things happen. We'll try again next year. I'll figure that out next year, but I really want to learn how to speak Korean so I can go to Korea with my girls and just have the best time ever. Like I can't wait. I want to go to a lot of Asian countries. Korea, Japan. I want to go to Thailand. This is very random, but I heard Sri Lanka was very beautiful. Do you watch anime, and if so, what show? So yes, I have watched animes before. I've watched Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, what is this accent? I don't know. Black Butler, My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan, Devil's Line. Shout out to my husband, Anzai. I'll put him right here in the corner. Mwah, that's my man. He's actually on his way home right now as we speak. I'm gonna be honest, my anime groove has like slowed down a lot lately. I was on a really big high on anime, and then it kind of like slowed down, so I think I got maybe a little overstimulated, but no, I am now getting back into it. But this is a little playful one that I'm watching right now. Kimi ni Todoki, I think that's what it's called. It's From Me to You. It's a romantic anime. Yes, I watch romantic animes. Not all animes have to be action based. I don't care. I'm a girly, okay? So I don't care. Have you ever wanted to be able to teleport into an anime and like live that dream romantic anime life? I love Sawako because, you know, back in middle school I was kind of like that, like just like shy. Like I've always been like a shy like girl, and kind of just like, oh, like I've always wanted to be like that anime girl. Like, it reminds me of how shy I used to be. I still am shy, but I used to be way more shy. I think her name is Chizuru. I love her because she reminds me of myself too. I'm probably pronouncing her name wrong. I'll put her face right here. I love her because she's just so like very boyish. Like, I used to be so like boyish and like not really like feminine, not feminine like at all. I was definitely a tomboy, and I still have it in me, but there's a certain part in the anime where Chizuru, I hope I'm saying her name right, where she's like, oh, I really like this guy, and like she just wants to be girly for him. And I feel like whenever I'm not liking a guy, I'm kind of more like my tomboy, but whenever I do like a guy, I want to be more feminine, more girly. And then she's like, oh, I need to wear my skirt, like I need to wear like my plaid skirt that I was gonna wear around him, like stuff like that. And it just reminds me of myself a lot. Yeah, I'm just a very complex person. I've said that before in one of my videos. I love anime. This one is, what is my favorite perfume? I don't have a favorite perfume. Whatever I like, I like. I'm still exploring a lot of things, just like how I'm exploring my fashion. I'm exploring everything else in my life. And I feel like fashion and perfumes kind of go hand in hand a little bit. For prom, I actually had this one perfume. It was like from, I think it was a Victoria's Secret perfume. It's called Amber Romance. Let me see. Hold on, it might be a little shaky. Yes, Amber Romance. It's low because I've been using it a lot, and it was like what, back when I graduated. I remember somebody sprayed this on the bus. I was on the bus on the way home. Somebody sprayed this, and I was like, ooh. I was like, what does that smell? It smells so good. And I was like, thank you for putting me on. It smells so good. It's like I don't want to say sexy smell. It's very alluring. Okay, this is the very last question, but I had to write some down because in the moment I could not think. But the last question is 2 people that you ship from a series. And I have a couple. And the ones that I wrote down probably weren't really all of them because I just can't think in the moment. But let me show you. Okay, if you watch The Vampire Diaries, Klaus and Caroline. Yeah, always, every single day. Bonnie and Kai. Bonnie and Damon. Love a black queen from infinity to infinity. And this one literally makes me cry, so I'm gonna like zoom past it very quickly. It's from Studio Ghibli. Jiro and Naoko. To be a Ghibli girl, to be a Studio Ghibli girl, oh my gosh. I love these 2. And the last one, this is from my younger days. This is Girl Meets World. There's Lucas and Maya. We've been f***ing robbed. We've been robbed.
Oh, it's more like a brother and sister relationship.
Shut up. Does this look like a brother and sister relationship to you? Does this look like a brother and relationship sister to you? I can't speak because it's a bunch of BS. I said what I said. Should have been in game. I said what I said. You could call me goofy, but I'm not goofy. I'm gaggy. With that being said, I hope you liked this video. I hope you learned a little bit more about me. I feel like these questions were just so goofy. I don't know. Not all of them. Some of them were actually important. I hope you liked it. I've been trying to learn recently. Just post a video. Just do it. Like, what's the worst that can happen? I don't care if this video turned out perfect or not. I'm posting when I posted. I hope you enjoyed it. I love you, my mangoes. I love you. This heart is for you always. Okay. Love yourself. Always be your best self. Bye bye.